Anyone, please start.
Okay. Good morning to all. Meet our today's expert, Mr. Pratik Bhadoria sir. He is currently working as assistant professor in MIT's Gwalior. He recently submitted his thesis in the area of 5G network using machine applications from Harper Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala, Punjab. He completed his BTech and MTech from RGPV Bhopal in Electronics and Communication Engineering and Communication Technology Management, respectively. He has published various papers in reputed scientific journals and also national and international conferences. Mr. Pratik sir also worked in industries and worked as an executive trainee in H&R Johnson Limited and worked as a deputy manager in Reliance Communication, Navi Mumbai. After that, he pursued his post-graduation and switched to academic field and worked as an assistant professor in various semi-government and autonomous government institutes like RGIT, BSF Academy, Tekanpur, Gwalior, MITS Gwalior, SRMS Bareilly, ITM Gwalior. He also worked as teaching associate at Thapa Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala. He also worked as summer faculty research fellow at IIT Delhi during their academic career and industrial trainee at IIT Kharagpur during his graduation. He got two patents in the field of 5G network powered amplifier. On the behalf of organizing team SGIDT Patna and ICL Baramulla Jammu and Kashmir, I welcome you, sir, for the today's session on role of machine learning and deep learning in dairy sector. Thank you very much for joining us today. Now over
Thank
to you, sir.
thank you, Dr. Sona ma'am. Yeah, good morning, participants. As already Dr. Sonam has introduced me, so I will again introduce in brief. I am Pratik Bhadoria. Right now, I am working as assistant professor at MIT's Gwalior in Department of Electronics Engineering there. So now, today I'm going to deliver my talk on role of machine learning and deep learning in dairy sector. Ma'am, am I audible to all of you clearly?
Yes, sir, you are
Yeah,
audible.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. Now we proceed. So, you already heard about these topics, machine learning and deep learning everywhere in today's era. Yeah, of course, it's a hot topics because it's a universal tool actually, which can be used in every sector. And in dairy sector, it's recently new actually because the device are developed as soon as possible in a perfect way. The issue is that in dairy sector, the lack of data, correct usage of data. So these are my content portion, which includes some definition of machine learning, understanding of ML using example, methodology of machine learning, what are the different types of machine learning we are using right now, general structure of machine learning system, steps in machine learning, why ML is used in dairy sector. It's the most important topic. And the current situation of dairy markets in India and benefits of machine learning. Now, yeah, in layman term, in general term, these two persons you are showing on my PPT, these are the renowned personalities and the scientists which has given the concept of machine learning. What are these persons? He is Alan Turing, and the second one is the Arthur Samuel. So the area of machine learning was founded by the computer science Alan Turing in 1950s from the starting, and after that it will be developed by the. It has already been developed by the Arthur Samuel in 1959 in collaboration with the IBM industry. So machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence and computer science that uses algorithms and data to help machine learn from data and past experiences. Just see these two topics, these two words, which is past experiences and the learning. How the learning is done, what is that? I will explain in the further slides. In simpler terms, machine learning enables computer to learn from data and make decisions or predictions without explicitly programming to do so. You are using a smartphone, smart gadgets everywhere. The things got automated, like face recognition. So how it will be done? How it has been done? Already been done. What's the concept behind it? The concept behind is the AI, because the data, science, data mining, all these terminology comes from the artificial intelligence. So in traditional programming, a computer follows a set of predefined instructions to perform a task. And now the common question again come in our mind comes: what is machine learning? Why is it necessary? And how it will be done? Yeah, of course. And these three words, when combined with each other, gives a fruitful outcome. Now, let's move forward. Yeah, you are showing this pic, cartoon pic like that. So what is that? He is he is depicting that in general, human can learn from past experiences and make decision of its own. Like, what does it mean? It means a human intelligence. Human intelligence can sense, human intelligence can learn, human intelligence can see, can hear each and everything, and make decision according to their previous experiences. Now, if this person is thinking, if we are showing this picture to this person, then he is guessing what is this object. Now, what he is doing, he is guessing. Yeah, four wheels, two lights, like such type of structure might be a car or might be a bike, but he is a human. So he understand, he recognized that yeah, it's a car. So finally, he has taken a decision that it is a car. So what's the meaning of that? That he is using their own intelligence by identifying the object. Now, let us ask the same question to him. Who is he? He's a primitive man. He never seen the physical objects, physical things of vehicles or anybody else. Now he always seen he was residing in the jungle and sees only animals and living creatures there. He never seen the vehicles like structure. So if we put the same question and ask the question to this person, what is this? What is that object? Then what he is doing? He is again guessing. Yeah, what is it? He doesn't know. Might be. So how could we learn to this person that he will detect this object? What's the process behind it? The But he's a human being. Yeah, he can observe and learn. That is the quality of human being, human intelligence. So what's the procedure to learn this person? We are showing the different objects like cars, jeep, and bikes, different types of bike. One time, again we are showing this thing to this person. Now after that, again we are showing these types of cars and bikes to the primitive man. Now, after two or three times, he can judge. Yeah, these are the some. There are some different features included in these objects. That the some of the bike have two wheels, some of the car have four wheels. So now he recognized. Yeah, this is a car. Same thing happens with the machine. But what about a machine? Machine follow instructions and it cannot take decision of its own. Yeah. So how they are programmed? It is little bit and complex task. So to perform an arithmetic operation such as addition, multiplication, division, comparison, print, plotting a chart. Actually, why I'm started this terminology. Actually, I will also try to touch your sector, dairy sector, with correlation with the machine learning. But before proceeding to the dairy sector, you have some little bit clear idea about the machine learning concept. That's why I'm explaining such type of things in the starting. Then you can correlate at the end of the presentation with the help of a coding, and you can judge ki how to make a hypothetical idea with the mathematics, including mathematics, and give a fruitful outcome. So, so we have to train the machine that it can behave like a human intelligence. So we want to machine to act like a human. So there are some basic applications of machine learning. What a machine could be done? It identify the objects. It can predict the price in the further years also, and it can classify the vehicles like it's a two-wheeler, it's a four-wheeler. These are some basic applications you already seeing in the social media and the internet also, that I may if you will write a mail and on the Gmail, then if you will write this thing, I made him yesterday, then the Google will automatically correct the sentence and will give you a suggestion that yeah, I met him yesterday. What is that and how it is to be done? It's a natural language processing, and the machine will automatically detect that error. So it's a natural language, understand and correct the grammar. Another example, the most common example, face recognition. So the thing is not that there are so many applications depend on your requirement. If our statement is clear, what we want to do with the help of the machine or with the help of a gadget like mobile gadgets, PDA, personal digital assistant. So before proceeding applying the methodology, we should have a clear objective. There are also some various examples. Have you ever seen just like if you search any product on Amazon and Flipkart first time, and whenever you will open any of the website again, so automatically that product will be showing in your the website again and again. They will recommend to purchase it. How? Because they capture your data from the Flipkart or Amazon or any other social media websites, and they apply the algorithm of recommended system there. It is a part of the deep learning system. And now we will soon come on these things. Now, what do we do? Just like what we did to human, we need to provide experiences to the machine. So experience comes from the experiments, and the experiments could be anything. Whether the experiment could be a software simulation part, we are doing number of simulations, number of iterations for a particular program and extract the data from that. And the experiment could be a physical experiment which you are doing in your labs and notate the data extracting or from the particular experiment in any lab, biotech lab or in data science lab, anywhere. So that data is to be collected from a particular experiment. Now here the word and the crux of machine learning comes experience. It leads the word data set. Data set is nothing. Data set is an important, very important key role, key player in the field of machine learning. If you could identify the exact data set, or data set means used cases of your past experiments. So what the data set includes? It includes the experimental values, which includes the input and output. I will give you a simple example of machine learning in terms of a calculator. In calculator, we are giving 2 plus 2, and you have press equal. Then what the calculator will give? It gives 4. What is 4? Plus 4 is input value, plus is the logic, and again we are giving the input value 4, but we can't give the output value. Who will give this? The calculator will give this the answer. So this is a traditional method. Previously we are using in a traditional programming like that. But in the case of machine learning, what we are doing? We are giving 2 dash dash 2 equal to 4. So what will become after 2 dash? Of course, it's a plus and the numeric value 2. We are not giving the logic. We are not giving it at this time the plus and the another numeric value 2. So that's the main concern. If you understand this concept, you can easily program, you can easily set the algorithms according to the logic. So machine learning, deep learning, AI, these are the very fancy words. But the problem is that persons are not understand the actual concept. What we are doing, we are extracting the logic. Exactly. So that logic is applied where? In the data set. I hope you understand the word data set and all these things. Now, these are the procedure to follow the steps of training a data set. If we have a data set means could be anything. And the machine doesn't know whether the data is image data. Where the what could be the what's the data? It can be the image data, it can be the video or graphics data, it can be the anything, it could be anything. It knows, the machine knows, machine means computer knows means programming. The computer knows only the numeric values, and the image means image has a property pixel, and pixel means picture element. The full form of pixel is picture element, and it has a matrix and it has a numeric value when you are extracting these value in the computer software like MATLAB and Python. So this is a data set which includes different. If you are collecting the data of only vehicles, so there are two wheelers, four wheelers, even cycle also. You are extracting the images and given to the computer, and your task is to identify the object car. So how it will be done by the machine? You are giving a data set, and now the machine will apply the different algorithms there. Algorithm is to apply a logic that which one is car, which picture is to be car, how many pictures in the data set is to be a car. This is what we call training or data set. This data set is called training data set. So we first need to provide a training data set to the machine. Now the machine, this is the logic applied, which includes the data set, and after it we are providing the algorithms here, this symbol. Now, then using the program, identify the required rules. Rules means algorithms. Algorithm means methodology. Okay. It means applying the different algorithm according to the problem statement. And what's our problem statement? To identify this car, or how many pictures of car is included in a box or in a data set. After that, the procedure, it collects the type of car. Here it is only one car, like of red color particular. So these are the features of a car. So in every data set, you should have a clear idea how many features that a particular data set covers. Now it extract the required patterns. Now, given a machine learning problem, identify and create an appropriate data set. Perform computation to learn and required rules, patterns, and relation, and output a decision. This is a simple methodology that it's like a machine or a chip, then it's a data set, then apply algorithm, then there are various combinations like cars, bicycles, all this, and which one is correct. It is decided under the algorithm. Now there are two types of paradigm, machine learning paradigm, supervised and unsupervised learning. In supervised learning, we are giving input and inputs with the labeled structure, and in unsupervised learning, we are not giving any input value. It can automatically extract with the help of some algorithm. Now, we are human beings to solve various types of problems in our day-to-day life, or various decisions need to be taken. Depending on the nature of the problem, machine learning tasks can be broadly divided into these two categories. What is supervised learning? We are giving the machine to the, this is car, this is car, this is bike, this is bike. So these things, bike, car, different types of car, different types of bike. These are the samples, the data set, and these are the labels we are giving to the machine. We are giving here. We know that this is a car, this is a bike. So this all combined is equal to the training data set. So in supervised learning, we need something called a label training data set. It should be a, this is a function, and this is a algorithm. This is a data set, or and this data set, this is a function of data set and the car. So the final result will be a car. So this is a classification problem. It classifies the thing automatically. If the possible output values of the function are predefined and discrete categorical, it is called classification. These are the different categories. If the data set contains a different categories of vehicles, then it's we can say that it's a classification problem. Again, it's a bus. It's also a classification problem. And if we are saying that we have pictures of elephant, we have pictures of tiger, and identify the in the group of elephant at one elephant. So then the machine machine automatically identify the picture of the elephant from the out of data set by clustering it. So these are some classification based algorithm which is logistic regression. If you are applying this logistic regression term, so what's the application of this algorithm? Might be this term algorithm will be new for you because it's something mathematical concept of programming. So, but no issue. You can easily understand by reading again and again these things. So if you are applying this regression term, logistic regression, in the application of classifying cows into healthy or unhealthy categories, there are two types of categories of cows, and you have to identify that which one is in a good condition, a health indication, and sensor data. So how the gadget will identify the health condition through the data collected by the cows. And the device you are mounted on the neck of the cow, and that it continuously records that data, that symptoms of the cattle. Now the example is early detection of disease like ketosis or laminitis in dairy cows. Now these are the various different algorithms, support vector machine like that, decision trees, random forest, different algorithms. This is little bit the demerit of machine learning, because not any single algorithm can be applied to any universal, no it is, and no universal algorithm can be applied to anywhere. So it's an application specific algorithm. Here that was a classification problem which was comes under supervised learning. Another one is a regression problem, when the data it is in continuous mode. Here the values are discrete, whether it is good condition or the cow condition good or not good. So we are we are classified that data into 1 or 0 case. But when the data it is in continuous mode or the time varying mode, so the natural data mostly it's non-linear. So in regression problem, the data should be in the regression mode or the continuous value, the 1.001, 1.22, not like that only one integer value, only two. When such type of data is you have, then you will apply the classification problem. When you have a data of continuous type, then you will apply the regression problem there. So it's a data set of house prediction, and in house what are the feature area, you have an area, you have number of rooms, you have a total built up area. So you are applying the regression problem on the data set of predicting the house price. What you are when you want to buy a house, new house or a new plot or your land area, you are predicting some important features. Ki how many area, how much area of this land is that, what's the price. So this regression problem can predict the house price in the further years also. If the possible output values of the function are continuous real value, then it is called regression. These are the some regression based algorithm: linear regression, polynomial regression, support vector regression. And the main thing, the main difference of regression and the classification is to when you want to predict something, you will apply the regression based problem. And when you have to classify that the condition of cow or anything else in discrete mode, and you will apply the classification based algorithms there. So these are the polynomial regression. And the what's the concept behind it? The concept is a mathematics, little bit complex, that linear regression is y equal to mx plus c. You everybody has know this equation, that it's a linear line equation, m is slope. So you then whenever we are giving the input value, so what's the input in y equal to mx plus c? Only x is the independent variable and y is the output. So we have a input value x in terms of the excel data. M is slope, so we have here we are using the weight wx plus b, weight into x plus b. This is the structure of neural structure actually. The machine learning, deep learning, AI, all these things are based on the neural network also. So the classification regression problems are supervised because the decision depends on the characteristic of the ground truth labels and whether present a data set, which we define as experience. And what is in the unsupervised learning? We are only giving the pictures of the car and bike. We are not giving the label to the machine. We are not giving only just a collection of the pictures only. In the unsupervised learning, we do not need to know the labels or the ground truth values. So how it could be done in the machine? Inside the machine, the machine can clustered the four-wheelers in one group and the two-wheelers in the another group. It clustered. So the task is to identify the patterns, like group the similar object together. Now the what is learning? To gain knowledge or understanding of or skill by study instructions or experience. Learning a set of new facts, learning how to do something, improving the ability of something already being learned. It is like the learning process or the pedagogy behind that is a 2 years old baby or 3 years old baby. If you want to learn the ABC, then you again say the same thing to the baby. Then after that you will ask him or her that, yeah, what is A, then E, then he or she will be A for apple. Just the same pedagogy will be applying in here also. So this is a general structural learning system. It's a data, we are giving input data. There are learning process means A, B, C, like that. Or if we are going to a term of data set, then we are putting the numeric value here in the Excel file. Then this Excel file comes to the programming input. The program will read the input data set and then problem solving, then apply here the algorithms which I already shown in different types of algorithm of classification, regression. And after that, a performance evaluation. If you are using the classification based problem, then it will be the output will be a discrete, it's a zero, it's a accuracy based. The performance evaluation parameter in the classification problem is the accuracy, how much the how much the data is accurate, 20%, 30%, 70%. It's accuracy. The performance evaluation in the classification problem is accuracy, and the performance evaluation in the case of regression is the RMS value, root mean square error, RMSE. These are some output parameters of the two algorithms. So these are some steps in machine learning. Data collection. First, you have to collect a data, which after that you have to represent. Represent means in terms of the graph or plot. And then if you judge on the basis of your visualization that what type of data is, how to represent it, then you will model. Modeling means to apply the algorithm and to correlate the input and output with the help of the activation function there, and then estimate the value and then validate the final data set and apply learned model to the new test data. Actually, I will show you what in the at the end of the programming, that what are these steps, and how it will be implemented in your coding programming. This is a project setup. Understand, if you are applying these things also in your business, if you want to set up your dairy farm and all the management, like all the you want to do a simpler management there, so you can also apply these machine learning based algorithms there, and you can predict your estimation of cost after 2 years or 3 years, how much you have to invest in that. So understand the business goals means to the objective should be clear. After that, choose the solution to your problem means you have to apply the algorithm, which algorithm will give the best result. And now the data preparation, data collection, this second term is comes under the terminology of data science. You ever heard, I think, that data science is very fascinating job. So what a data scientist do, that thing, data collection. First it collects the data, or it downloads the data from the repository, and then it cleans the data, because in the I already told you that the data is in non-linear type. There are so many garbage values there, so many zeros, so many negative values. So we have to clean that data with the help of some operation, mathematical operation. Then feature engineering, identify the or classify the features. If split the data, and then data is split into training data set and testing data set. Means 70% data is using for training the model, and 30% data are left for the testing data. And after that, modeling the model. Model means to hyperparameter tuning and train your models and make predictions, and then again access the model performance. And finally, you will deploy that program model into gadgets and improve your model. Now this is the current situation in the Indian dairy market. The India dairy business is struggling to meet the important goals of animal welfare, productivity, and sustainability. In order to deal with these problems, dairy farms are tuning to cutting edge technology like AI. Actually, these all PPTs I have taken from the internet sources, not it was prepared by me. Actually, this is taken from the website actually. But the main concern is my concern is to understand what uh, how to apply. You should have, after this presentation, you have a general idea of machine learning. Yeah, okay, this is a machine learning, this is AI, this is like a IoT. So another term will come very soon, the IoT, which is the application of AI also. So by taking advantages of AI potential, AI is artificial intelligence. First one is the human intelligence, and we have, after training, after giving the data to the machine, it will turn into the artificial intelligence automatically. It will take decision. AI is transforming the dairy supply chain through data analytics. Yeah, this data analytics comes from the data side and data cleaning, all these things which I earlier told in the previous slide. And predictive modeling, optimization, inventory management, distribution route and demand. These all are the various advanced application of AI here. AI application control animal welfare, yeah, disease diagnosis monitoring by AI analyze health data to help diagnose disease at an early stage. These all things, no? These all things are these. You already listened these things earlier also, but again I am saying this thing, that how means to collect the data, apply the algorithm, make it programmable, and after programming, you have final got the output, and that output will turned into a hardware chips, and that chips will be planted or implant or in the form of belt of which are using for the cattles, which the cattles may be cow, buffalo, sheep, anything. So so this is a hierarchy to apply any AI model. But before coming into a ground truth, before coming into some smart gadget, all these things should be compulsorily moved. So these are the nutrition optimization, stress reduction, reproductive management, environmental monitoring, data-driven decision making. The main thing, all these, what's the common thing? The data. The data collected, the symptoms from the 6 symptoms of the cattle or the nutrition optimization, what you are giving to the cattle, feeding plants in different intervals for each animal. So this is a categorization problem when you are giving the each and every animal to different nutrition and reproductive performance. Now, the stress reduction, monitoring animal behavior, environmental condition, all these are the some applications. So major function is the real-time data, yeah. Data of milk yield, rumination, milk quality, walking, disease occurrence, etc. is passed to the data processing system for intelligence analysis and processing. Passed to the data processing system means there are so many technologies, so many devices are used to track the data, to collect the data. One common example of tracking the data or collect the data is DAQ in capital mode, the DAC, data acquisition system, which are using to collect the real-time data, which are various number of pins. You are giving one input to the DAC and another input to the chip, which and that chip will be connected to some cattle. And the real-time surveillance, user can watch anytime, anywhere through mobile terminal, PAD or handset or laptop to farm field actual images. You can also collect the images with the help of camera and store in a form of cloud. So real-time data and video to make manager more ease. Major function data storage based on historical data can be stored in the form of knowledge base at any time in processing and query like disease incident. These are some application functions which are I'm showing here, and data analysis. These are some alerts and prediction of machine learning, how they are predicting individual animal monitoring. They can predict health issues predictions. So if I am asking that health issues prediction, then which type of algorithm you are using here? So of course your answer should be, sir, we are using the regression based algorithms here because we have to predict something. And the regression algorithm has a capability to predict the output on the basis of the input, and the input is the your past data or the past data set, which what and in past data what experience comes. A comprehensive food plan. If you have predict the milk quality prediction, I will show you this milk quality data set I have taken from the one of the paper reference for this milk quality prediction and revenue prediction like that. And the IoT, yeah, it's an advanced application and already used in the foreign countries. That Internet of Things, it is a part of the application of AI, artificial intelligence. That IoT can help human recognize, manage, and control various elements, process and system in a more refined and dynamic way. IoT device is LoRa, long range device. Here are yeah, just see because I mean this is a chip. It's like a device, no? It's a device actually, and it has various number of inputs and one only output. So this is a Wi-Fi modem like structure we are using. So the signals coming from this model, if this module, LoRa module is to be is you this LoRa module can be mounted in a dairy farm, and it can sense the data automatically related to your particular application. So this is a LoRa wide area network. It's a internet connectivity base. Whenever you are using the IoT term, it should be a internet connectivity. Application smart precision farming. You already know these things. Yeah, smart precision farming for the network physical component. All these are the all these applications are based on the machine learning and deep learning applications, which are intelligently programmed. Why it is called intelligently? Because the programming was done by different algorithm in an intelligent manner. That's why it's called intelligent. Not it's automatically intelligent. We are the humans, we are the programmers, that we can make the system more intelligent. Then this AI role in herd health management, we can apply a sensor based belt in the neck of a cattle, and it senses different types of movements of cattle lying, when, what's the timing of its lying, what's the time of feeding, what the time of the drinking. Different, these are the features, different features it can collect, and on the basis of feature we can apply the, we can detect, we can predict, we can detect a disease, we can predict the quality of milk with the help of this sensor only. And the sensor, whenever the sensor comes, it directly connect to the IoT device. So it's innovation in smart dairy farming, product innovation, process innovation. These are the some hierarchy model of smart dairy farming. If you want to implement all these things, it's a little bit complex, little bit only, not more complex. But you first whenever you are whenever you want to set up a smart dairy farm, you just note down the your basic requirement and your target, means your input things, and the what you want at the end. So data capture at the farm, real-time cattle activity tracking can be done, predictive analysis can be done, disease detection based on animal activity. These are the output. These are the output things. What we want to track, what we want to predict, but on the basis of distraction and disease detection based on the animal activity. Output, always the output can be found out at the basis of the previous inputs only, and the inputs are the features, their activity. Modern activity motion monitors use accelerometer to measure the movement. There is another device is accelerometer is used here. Accelerometer is the movement of the cow or movement of any cattle which you are implanted, or which you are carrying the particular animal. Data capture at the farm, you can also mount a camera inside a dairy farm or nearby the cattle yard, so it can capture each and every moment, but it continuously connected to your server also. After that you get the various images of cattle and various movements, various symptoms you can see, and then on the basis of the previous symptoms you can identify what's the exact problem. This is the overview of dairy supply chain in India, cattle farmer, collection agent. So everywhere data is obtained, and but the data includes various anomalies also. So we have to reduce that anomalies by processing that data. This is tag-based intervention at a farm of better quality of data. This is collection and chilling agent dairy. What everywhere we are applying a sensor to collect the data, but main thing is the raw data, which can be collected at the end of the cattle only, cattle farmer milk production. Then you can identify, you can predict whatever you want. So yeah, this is a milk quality data set taken from one of the paper. The data set is a Kaggle 2022 data set. It's a pH value. There are some pH value, temperature, taste, odor, fat. So these are the features actually. These are the features. On the basis we are we find that the quality of the milk is high, medium, or low. So here we are analyzing, yeah, on the minimum temperature is around 36, or the highest temperature is around 55, and the average temperature is around 43. So on the first one, temperature is the one parameter, another one pH value. So on the basis of these two parameters, and we can identify the grade of the milk. How? I will show you a pseudo code of this quality, this data set for milk quality prediction. This is a MATLAB. There is a tool for programming like MATLAB. MATLAB is a matrix laboratory. It's a universal tool for everywhere used in the research field. And another one is a Python, which could be which are most common tool used for the AI and machine learning. So first what we are doing, we have given the data set in the, actually these values are in the form of Excel. Excel, and the format of that Excel is CSV. You can also given the dot xlx also, but the most common format is comma separated value. First you have to given these values, value to the program here, so it read the data set, and final then display the first few rows of data set. When you put this command, then it will give the same thing here. Then after that, prepare the data. This is a data processing type. Extract features and target variable. You know what features, what are the most important features. So we have taken pH value and temperature here. So one on x-axis you have to put data, and all these values: pH, temperature, taste, odor, fat, turbidity. These things: pH, temperature, taste, odor, fat, turbidity, color, and all these things you are putting here. And on the y-axis you want to the output. So these are some basic commands used for the 70% data. So this is data set. Here you are splitting the data in 70 and 30 for testing, because first you program the complete data. You have a complete data, and you just extract the 70% of data and 30% rest of the data for the validation process. Then you train the model. FitLM is a inbuilt function of the programming, and then it display the model. After it predict the value of corresponding to this one, x-axis, or the test data. Then you find the finally MSE value, mean square error. It's an inbuilt function also. Then you print the mean square error MSE, and you plot the actual milk data. So these are the complete, not complete. It's one part of the ML and DL techniques, algorithms, and in corresponding to programming also. So, ma'am, and these are some challenges. Security of data. Data security is serious concern here, because cyber security is again emerging topic to, because data is so much, and but we have to secure our data. So data security is a much very important and serious concern for this machine learning process. And reliability and stability of IoT sensor, because the sensors are very sensitive towards the environment, and connectivity of all the system in IoT setup, because the server we don't want to set up, we don't want to fail our server at any time. It will lead a drastic change to the output, blending legacy system application ML in the. So, yeah, thank you, ma'am. If you have any query, any participants, you can ask freely. Am I audible to ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Participants, if you have any query, please ask. Or you can put your question in the chat box also.
Yeah, sure. Please ask any question if you understand little bit also. Yeah, okay, sir, how it could be done, how it will be applicable if I want to apply this thing.
Yes, please ask resource.
You can also put on the message through what's chat box also. Yeah, Kishore, sir, yeah. Any query from the participants? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Dinesh sir, thank you. Yeah, Kishore sir, you want to ask something? Ma'am, please unmute the Kishore sir.
Hello.
Ma'am, Kishore sir wants to unmute him
Okay,
actually.
okay, okay.
Participants, please ask questions.
Yeah, Kishore sir, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's a nice presentation. Basically, the topic is much complicated, therefore it is very say